In the fight here with a better late than never, talking about the new moon report for the month of February 2020. We are in February, this is February the 24th, and I'm looking at the fraction of the moon illuminated from the U.S. Naval Observatory for the month of February, and I'm confirming this over on another program that I have running on my tablet. Sorry you guys can't see that, to confirm that we will actually or should actually get a new moon sighting tonight. However, the forecast is cloudy tonight, so we probably won't get the opportunity to see this new sliver of a moon that indicates the new moon. But that's why we use these electronic type information, especially from the U.S. Naval Observatory, to let us know that we are in the new moon season, even though we can't see it. All right, so looking over here, and like I said, I am confirming this on my with a different program. So tonight we will see a percentage of the new moon. My tablet says 1% of the new moon will be shown tonight, making tomorrow the 25th the actual new moon day, or the first day of the new month, which will be Tuesday. All right. Now, as you know, or some of you who are new to our new moon report, sorry we don't get to do them every month, but the new moon day, which will be on Tuesday, would actually be a worship day. It is the first day of the month. It is a worship day. It is not necessarily a work day. It's closer to a Sabbath day than it is to a work day. So it is a worship day, a day that we are expecting a spiritual renewal. We expect a lot of things to happen during the new moon feast or during the new moon day, and you can find out some of that information if you look at the previous classes we've done on the new moon. Because we're so late in this one, I'm not going to give as much detail on it. I'm just kind of going to get it out there. Now, but I will tell you that this moves the Sabbath days to now Tuesday. Tuesday will be the next Sabbath days. That would be on the 3rd, the 10th, the 17th, and the 24th of March. And then we'll start looking for another new moon around the end of March. That will put us in, that one would actually put us in the first month. And that's an important time because we're talking about Passover. That's the month when we do Passover, and so it's extremely important. That month is because Passover is extremely important. So we'll be doing, Lord willing, Father willing, we will be doing another new moon report then. In case I don't get that new moon report out for some reason, or if you guys don't get the chance to look at it, I have gone in and confirmed the new moon for the month of Abib, which is the first month, and that new moon sighting will be on the 25th, which is a Wednesday, which will make Thursday the 26th, the first day of the month Abib. And that will change the Sabbath days to Thursday. Again, the 26th will be a new moon day. The 2nd will be a Sabbath day. And the 9th will be a Sabbath day, as well as the 16th will be a Sabbath day. But the importance of the month of April of 2020, the 16th will actually start the Feast of Unleavened Bread. You will start that feast on the 16th, and making Passover on that Wednesday, which is the 15th. Now, just to give you a little bit more detail, some of you guys may rely on this information going into that Passover feast, or I may not be able to post any additional information, but just so you know, the Passover feast, that the supper, actually starts in the evening time on the 14th. And when the sun goes down on the 14th, which is Tuesday, is when you will actually start doing your communion. That's when we'll start having the bread and the wine there on that evening. but it makes Wednesday the actual Passover day. If you remember the story of the Messiah, they had the Last Supper that evening before, and then they actually put him on the cross on Passover, and they had to get him buried and off the cross and into the tomb before the Sabbath day started. And that's pretty much how it works. And so just a heads up on that, Passover starts once the sun goes down on the 14th, and the Feast of Unleavened Bread, which is a week-long feast, starts on the 16th and goes all the way through to the 22nd. And like I said, I have confirmed this on my tablet using a different program, and I'm also looking at a calendar here that has Passover and unleavened bread listed on it. This is a regular old Gregorian calendar that lists Passover, and so they do line up as well. Just keep in mind that Passover is coming up. That is the day when we are supposed to have communion with our bread and our wine. So we have that to look forward to during that time, and the Feast of Unleavened Bread. And so look for our channel on some classes on Passover and the unleavened bread. Again, these are extremely important feasts, especially for those who aren't keeping the holy cycle, the feast cycle, because these are the first feasts. And so you could imagine if you don't keep the first one and you start trying to keep the feast like Pentecost or Tabernacles, you'll be jumping in at the middle or at the end of the cycle. So you could imagine it's important to jump in at the beginning of the cycle. And the first feast of the year is the Feast of Passover, followed immediately by the High Holy Feast of Unleavened Bread. All right, guys, I don't want to take up too much of your time. Again, look for those classes that's coming out. And shalom.